It's Reija and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Translateathon TBR. I have quite an ambitious TBR once again, but some of these are very short, so I have no doubt that I'll be able to finish most of them. So let's get started. The first challenge is to read a translated graphic novel, and I have two for this. First, I have the third volume of Berserk. This is my Berserk reread project. It is going semi-well. And the third one is the next one I have to read. And this volume was translated by Jason De Angelis, and the Berserk story follows a swordsman called Guts, who is seeking revenge against a person that wronged him and fighting demons along the way. And it is very grotesque and filled with body horror, but I still kind of like it, even though it's grimdark as hell. But for some reason I have a much better time handling grimdark when it's in graphic form. But yeah, I have this one. And the next graphic novel that I have is My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness by Nagata Kabi. This is an own voices graphic memoir about Nagata Kabi's coming to terms with her sexual identity and coping with depression, and it is this gorgeous two-tone graphic novel with pink and black and white artwork, and it is amazing. And this volume was translated by Jocelyn Allen. The next challenge is to read a book with LGBTQIA+ themes, and for that I'm going to be reading The Color Purple by Alice Walker, and this is the Finnish translated edition. My friend gave it to me a while back and I still haven't read it, so I'm going to be reading this one, and I'm quite interested to see how the translation works, because Shelby from Read and Find Out told me that there is a lot of colloquial and slang terms and dialects in this book, and I can't wait to see how they are translated into Finnish. And this edition was translated by Kersti Juva. The third challenge is to read a book that has been translated into at least 10 languages, and I'm actually double stacking and using The Color Purple for that as well, because it has been translated into numerous languages. And I'm also probably going to be buddy reading The Color Purple with Jules from Page by Page, but we haven't ironed out the details yet. And the final challenge is to read at least 5 books from non-English speaking countries, and for this I have the rest of my stack, so let's get through it. First up is this short 2-story collection that has The Kazar Key by Zhu Ye and Teartide by Wu Fugang. And I got this when I was at Worldcon, and this is translated from Chinese. And it doesn't actually say who has translated the short stories, but it is published by Duban Read, and they are apparently a group of translators. Then I have a collection of Tang science fiction. This was at least partly translated by Ken Liu. And I also got this from Worldcon, and I've been wanting to read it ever since, but haven't had the time to do it. So I'm doing it now, and this is also very short, so I expect to speed through this. Then I have this zine from the Polish speculative fiction Mokopolitan. And this is their November issue from, I think, 2016. And there are short stories in here that have been translated by numerous people from Polish, and I'm really interested and intrigued to get to this. The translators for this issue were Magda Malek, Artur Navrot, Danai Chondrokoki, Monika Viklik and Paulina Drevniak. So looking forward to getting into those stories. I haven't actually read any Polish fantasy, so I'm really eager to be tipping my toes into that. Then I have The Accusation by Bandi, This is a short story collection of fiction from North Korea that was smuggled away, and it is published under the pseudonym Bandi. And this has been on my shelf for quite a while. I've read a couple of stories from here, but not actually the whole collection. So I'm eager to be getting into this as well. And this was translated by Deborah Smith into English from Korean. And finally, I have Gene Mapper by Taiyou Fujii. I quickly talked about it in my 5-star predictions video, so I have very high hopes for this. And this has been translated from Japanese by Jim Hubbard. I got this at Worldcon, so it is about time that I get into reading it. And there you have it. Those are all the books that I'm planning to read during Translateathon. It's gonna be a hectic week, but I can't wait and I expect to have a lot of fun. And what are you guys going to be reading during Translateathon? Are you going to be participate? Please tell me in the comments. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!